Welcome back, America, to your Careful Data Science channel. Today is Monday, October 4th, 2021. It's time for your daily COVID-19 analysis. First, let's take a big look at the numbers here for today. No, this is great news. 16 people watched the video yesterday. Of those, 5 were younger folks, 11 were older folks, which is sort of interesting because normally it's the other way around. So that's fantastic news also. That's just fantastic news for the channel, okay? Before we get started, I do have a laundry list of requests for you today. Of course, you know the first 3. Like the video, watch the subscribe to the channel, like that video, click the like button. 3, share the video, click on the share button, share the video on Facebook and Twitter. You can also copy and paste the link into an email or text message. And now we get on to the newest members of my request. If you look at the description below, you're going to see 2 links. The first link is a link to my 8 p.m. this evening Twitch live stream, which is titled Dave's Data Analytics. It is a channel. My Twitch stream is devoted to data analytics of various types. Okay, plus a little WordPress, plus a little tab, but it's mainly our programming. Okay. Second is you have the unprecedented opportunity by clicking on that Twitter link to be my first couple of Twitter followers. So I'd really appreciate if you'd add those 2 favors to your to-do list today, okay? Twitch and follow me on Twitter, okay? Let's go and take there's something curious about how COVID-19 cases and deaths are being tracked in America. And that is, normally we see a disease like heart disease or cancer. The counters we set to 0 every January 1st. But for COVID-19, we're counting from the very first case in January 2020 and the very first death in the case of February 2020, late February 2020. Okay? So anyway, since January 2020, we've had, let's say, 44 million cases and 701,000 deaths. Okay? And what's interesting, if you look at the current year, you can see we had a long declining pattern down to July. Then in July, we had this increase here. But it now appears cases are declining again. Okay? But there is this question, how many of these people here were vaccinated? Okay? That's still a question that's really important to answer. Ask, I think, and answer. Okay? I mean, what proof is that COVID-19 vaccines are actually saving lives? Okay? That's the question. Of course, part of that question will never be known because we never know whether or not the person survived because they survived or survived because they were vaccinated. But the same thing with deaths, a long declining pattern in deaths, okay, followed by an increase. Last couple of days, it appears that it may be going down. But the question is, how many of these people here were vaccinated? All right. Now, if we take a look at the total number of cases by year, the total number of deaths by year, you can see that 2021 has already passed the 2020 case count for 2020. So the question is, how many of these people were vaccinated? Okay. What about deaths? Unfortunately, we've almost caught 2020 deaths. So that means that, unfortunately, despite the massive vaccination program, the COVID-19 deaths are going to be up over 2020's deaths. Okay. But how many of these people were vaccinated? Now, what we're interested in here is really just the July, the 12-month period ending July of 2021. That is because you can see there's this very distinct pattern, an increase in the second half of 2020 and a decrease in the first half of 2021. And it's the same way with deaths. Okay? Now, here is the total cases by quarter. So you can see that, well, the third quarter of 2021 is the third most cases so far. What about this? And the third quarter of 2021 deaths, well, is the third most cases, is the third most deaths so far. Alright? We can sort of look here. Take a look here. Zoom in a little more. Okay? We can see that's just good green. That's just really zoom in. Okay? So you can see here on October the 3rd, we had 25,215 cases, with an average of 102,189 cases. And down here you can see weekly cases. Again, this long declining pattern for the first 6 months, and a big increase since July. Although the last 4 weeks is showing some letting up a little bit, the question still remains: how many of these people here were vaccinated? And what about deaths? It's nice declining pattern death. Oh, last week there was a slight decrease in the number of deaths, but nonetheless, how many of these people who are vaccinated? What about monthly cases? We can see monthly cases is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th month so far, 5th most cases so far. And unfortunately, September's cases was the 4th month so far. Now these numbers are kind of more for fun. We've got to be careful not to place too much emphasis on these. So the question: how many people, every 100,000 people in the U.S., how many people have COVID-19? Well, the answer is about, say, 35. So it's actually about 25. Okay? And how many people here? And what about deaths? Well, currently about, well, let's just round up. Let's say currently right now, for every 100,000 people, 1/2 of a person is dying of COVID-19. Okay? Now, remember all the talk in the last spring about flattening the curve? Well, there was a slight flattening here, but not a real big flattening. Now the numbers are starting to climb again. Despite the fact that the massive vaccination and cases are continuing to climb. And you know what? They will continue to climb, to increase. And that's what built up some type of herd immunity, where we're actually immune to getting the disease. There's no reason why the disease is going to stop climbing, because the vaccine doesn't keep you from getting COVID-19. It will reduce the chance that you'll die, but it will not reduce the chance that you'll get COVID-19. Okay? The same way with deaths. You know, we've never really seen a good flattening of deaths. A slight flattening here. Okay? While an increase over here. Alright? So, anyway, that concludes, that concludes the report for the U.S. for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much to all the people who viewed this video yesterday. And of course, just a reminder of our laundry list of favors. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video. And if you look at the description below again, you see 2 links. The first link is to my 8 p.m. Twitch stream class tonight, Dave's Data Night channel, Dave's Data Analytic channel, which is all about our programming and more. Okay? Secondly, who wants to be the first couple people to follow me on Twitter? Click on the Twitter link below, and click the follow button, follow me on Twitter. Okay? Thank you so much for your time, America. We'll see you tomorrow tonight.